team?
Yeah, man. I think it's something a little bit for me yesterday. I was going a little crazy with the fan, but just being in here and taking in just the facilities and everything and the welcome, I think I'm pretty honed in and really know what I'm about and I'm pretty aware of everything.
Picked out yet?
Yeah, number one. I'm going with number one.
Could you just, over the past few days, what's this process been like for you? You kind of realize I'm going to be a Packer.
Yeah, once I found out about, the agreement and came down to negotiations, at first it was like, obviously like anyone, I got kids, I got, a house, I got family that all moved down for me. And it's a change, right? And I had to sit down and talk to my family about this potential opportunity, and that's when, I got the chance to speak, with some other guys and faculty about what it could be like if I decided to come here. And, once I got that comfort zone and they said, and, I got to talk to Rashid a little bit, that's my guy from Penn State, came in together. This is like, it's like Penn State, like it's like home, like this is like a brotherhood, like it's safe, you focus on ball and, we keep everything the right thing. It kind of gave me comfort and it kind of gave me a better decision, like, okay, this is the place where I feel like I can take my next step and continue to have a great legacy here.
Micah, did you have any say in where you could go or where you might go?
Nah, I didn't have any say. It was just, I would say I'm pretty lucky because I understand the rich history of the Packers and the fact that they had interest in me, understand that they had a pretty tough team already in the NFC, and I was pretty much geared up, ready to play them, looking for revenge. But now I'm on the other side of adding to this rich history and being able to play with these guys and suit up and, play. I'm very excited.
Where are you at physically, and what's a reasonable expectation for what you can do next Sunday?
I'm going to talk, I think physically, I'm great. I think I can contribute a lot. I'm going to team up with the doctors of creating a plan. We already talked about how we can ramp things up and get me into a flow where they feel comfortable and I feel comfortable. But, my plan is to be here. They didn't give up what they gave up for me to sit on the sidelines and make this big of a, risk and change for me to do that. So I'm finna give my all.
Michael, what's your relationship like with Jordan Love, and was the podcast the only time you tried to recruit you did?
Oh man, I don't think it was ever like a serious conversation because even me, like many of us, I never thought I'd be traded. But that's the harsh reality. But me and Jordan, we're super close. I would say, obviously having the same agent, me and Jordan been together in Dubai, and through the podcast, Super Bowl weekends. So we got a very good relationship. He's somebody I know that, we're very competitive when we're around each other. So I know what type of quarterback he is. I'm very fond of Jordan too, just about, the quarterback he is and what he can be and how he just keeps getting better.
You were expected to be traded. How does it feel now to be in this position?
Honestly, everything happens for a reason. It's a blessing in disguise. I may not have that answer for you yet, but I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna work hard every day to prove that the Packers organization made the right decision and trusted me, and I'm gonna carry that with me.
Something that you and Jordan also had in common besides the age. You guys have both had success in this league and are still kind of looking for that ultimate prize. How you got to see this team up close a couple of years ago. How much are you just anticipating the opportunity to win here, and how much is that on your mind?
Oh man, winning is everything to me. I don't think you're going to find a more competitive person on the team or anywhere in the NFL when it comes to anything we do. We could go out and shoot hoops. We could go out there and throw a baseball, see who could throw the hardest, whether it's miles per hour. We could go run 40-yard sprints. I'll wait till you get tired if you're faster than me. I don't think you're going to find someone that's more competitive. So when you talk about winning and the stage of what it takes, I haven't been there, and I don't know what it takes, but I got a funny feeling that, a lot of this history, this program does. They went further than us, and obviously they had a big win against us, and I trust Coach LaFleur, and, I really feel like, we can do it, and like I said, I really want to win real bad.
What have your conversations been like with Hafley, and what's the plan look like for the next week to get up to speed in the defense?
I'm going to meet with him Monday. Actually, we're going to meet a little bit when I come in on Sunday. Obviously, get a little bit ready. But, he says he got a lot planned for me. I don't know what the scheme look like. I just got my iPad today. So I'm going to look over it. And I'm super excited, man. I know about his creativity. I heard a lot. Obviously, I don't watch the defense a lot. But, I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to get better and, be a dominant player for him.
Like in your social media video after the trade, you had some Reggie White clips interspersed into it. A, why was that important to you? But B, is that the kind of guy that you're chasing to be obviously you're all pro, but a legendary Super Bowl winning, all-timer kind of guy?
Yeah, 100%, bro. Reggie is like one of the GOATs. I mean, I'm just looking at his stats, and the fact he had like 70 sacks in like 5 years is just like outrageous to me. And this guy is just like this freak, and I didn't even know. I just learned more history about him today, just about how he's the first free agent and how he came here and won championships. And yeah, people make the comparisons, but I just looked at him like somebody who won. He came here, he can do that. I think I can do that too. I think I can do anything I put my mind to. I looked on that wall and I saw Brett Favre, I saw Reggie, I saw all those legends, and I was like, I gotta be there. And you go near the draft room and they're all having their hands up and they having that moment. I'm looking for that moment, and I'm going to take advantage of this moment and maximize it to reach that moment.
Micah, do you have a preference in how you're used? You were used differently in Dan Quinn's defense than you were in Zimmer's, where you just had your hand down a lot. Do you have a preference to like to move around?
Yeah, I love to move around. I think that creates just the matchups that we like. Because let's be honest, man, it's hard to get to the quarterback in this league. And you got to run favorable matchups. So when I get that opportunity of not getting double teamed, I got to win that matchup and I got to take advantage of that and get pressure on the quarterback. Or else, it's kind of easy for a team to kind of program, say, hey, he's always going to be a left side. So that's why I like to alternate. I like to go, sometimes I want to be on the right side, sometimes I want to be on the left side. I just try to maximize my game so that way I can't be limited or schemed against. I pretty much I'm cool to drop, show up, come in over the A gaps, come over the B gaps. So I'm really valuable in every which way. I think I can win at any spot on the field. It's just about, am I going to be put there? And that's the type of guy he is.
Like, we all saw the video of you and your mom kind of sharing that moment. Can you just bring me through what that meant for you, especially, everything you've already been able to accomplish?
Yeah, my mom, she's probably the hardest working person I ever met in my life. And it's hard for people to even compare, just seeing how I grew up, seeing, all her work, her struggles. And, obviously we had a conversation when I was a rookie, but I was like, money don't last long. Let me see if, we get to the next one, because that's the most important one, because she was like, I don't want you to, be dependent on you. I'm going to kind of wait until see how you do. And even now, I say, you can stop now. She's like, nah, I want to finish my years. Like, you got to understand the type of person you are. So just to take that relief off her shoulders and say, you can stop putting your years in. And I've seen her work since I was a boy. So that's 26 years and beyond that, because my brother's 30. I worked in 3 jobs, 2 jobs. Now she can just chill out for a while. And I told her, before, I was like, because she was like, I can help you with your kids. I was like, you just want to travel a little bit first, like see the world, like see some of the things that God gave us. And she's like, I might do a little bit, but I'm happiest when I'm around y'all. I was like, you sure you want to live with me? And like you want to be around me? Like you want to go out to Tampa somewhere, get on the beach? Like you like water? Like you want to do something like that? She's like, nah, I want to be around. So that's the type of person she is. She just loves to be a grandmother. She loves to be a mom. She's a hardworking person. So the fact that I could make her emotional and, throughout this process, she was worried about me, she was scared for me. So, now that she's worry-free, that means a lot to me.
After the playoff game against Green Bay, I remember your comments about it seemed like you were impressed by Jordan Love and the game plan that they had for you in that game. So even though this has been something you could have never predicted, weeks ago, is this sort of in the back of your mind, like that could be a destination for me?
Yeah, now I look at it just like, I kind of already knew how the offense was. I think LaFleur is one of the best, coaches in the game. Just seeing how he schemed against me, how his plan was, how he dialed everything up. And you would say, and they had like a stat. I'm a football junkie too. How Golden's like the first receiver they took in the first round. So you look at what they had around. It's kind of like they were drafting Julio Joneses or Odell Beckham.